Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Jamie and this is Eat Homemade. I'm so glad that you're here. I've just returned from the local shop with a few bits and pieces to throw together a super simple rocky road. So this morning we were invited kind of last minute to a barbecue at a family member's house, and they said to us, don't bring anything. We've got the food, we've got the salads, we've got the wine, it's all set for you. Just bring yourselves. And in New Zealand, probably very similar to your culture, we always bring something when we go to somebody's house for a meal. So I don't know what to take. I didn't know whether to make a salad or a dessert or anything. So I thought I'll do my easy rocky road. Simply just take whatever kind of chocolate that you've got on hand and throw all your favorite bits in. You can just put whatever you want in there. You can put biscuit pieces, nuts, dried fruits, sweets, coconut. It's endless. I'm going to do a really nice basic one today because I'm a little bit short on time and I've just grabbed some really sort of cheap things from the supermarket. So I've got some dairy milk chocolate. We don't have a huge selection of chocolate in New Zealand. I would say dairy milk is the best quality for the best price that you can get. So I've got 315 grams of that. And then you want to match that with equal amounts of your bits. So I've got some marshmallows. I'm going to put those in. And I think there's about $2.20 New Zealand a packet. So pretty good. Extra marshmallows, just in case we need those as well. And if we don't use them all, well, we can put them in a hot chocolate. And I've just got some sweets. So these ones are snakes. You could use any kind of sweets that you can, that you can find, all your favorites. And I'm going to chop those up for our rocky road. And I've also got some unsalted peanuts. So that's it. And I think everything cost me about $12 New Zealand because the chocolate was on special for $5, which is an excellent price. To get the smaller one, it was actually $5.99. So better to get this one. So let's get started and make a super simple rocky road that we can take anywhere, especially when somebody says, don't bring anything. You can put this together and it's still like taking a nice homemade gift. Okay, so I'm going to take my bowl for my rocky road. I'm going to open up my chocolate and put in about 300 grams of chocolate. Just break that. We have to try not to eat any while we're doing this. It can be a little bit hard, but we can have some when it's finished. We don't have a lot of sweet treats, but when we do, we love something like this. Okay, so there we go. We've got 300 grams. It's actually 315, but let's just say it's 300. And I'm going to put that over a pot and let it simmer until it is just about melted. So this is my pot. It's got a little bit of water in the bottom. I'm going to gently heat that water, and as that heats, it will very gently heat my chocolate and it will melt so slowly. And meanwhile, I'm going to put all my bits together. So I'm going to take my peanuts and pop those in. You could spend time chopping these up if you like, but we don't need to. This is just a bowl I'm using to mix. And I'm going to add my marshmallows by cutting them in half first. Okay, so there we have 2 cups of marshmallows, all in there. We want lots. Marshmallows are going to be the main event of this rocky road. And then I'm going to open up my snakes and I'm going to cut these up as well. Okay, so my snakes are all chopped up, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to be honest and say the snakes were probably a little more time consuming than I would want you to go through, especially if you don't have somebody to help you chop them up. I also feel like they might have duped us and only put in 1 yellow snake, but we're going to make do with these. So there we go, we've got all our bits, and now let's go and get our chocolate. Okay, so that's perfect. I don't know if you've ever had a chocolate scare before, if you've been melting chocolate and all of a sudden it goes kind of tacky, and it's basically ruined at that point. So you want to make sure that you melt chocolate so slowly, and I always take it off the heat before it's even fully melted. So there's a couple of little bits in there and they're just going to continue to melt. That's just how we want it. Okay, so into our chocolate, we're going to add all our lovely bits. Give that a stir so that it's all nicely coated in the chocolate. So the secret to an authentic rocky road that is filled with bits is to have about equal amount of bits that you have to your chocolate. And then I'm going to put my baking paper in so that it comes out nice and easy. Put the rest of this packet of peanuts just in here while I trim the sides. And of course, you'll be far more organised than me. You won't leave this to the last minute. You'll have it already done so that your rocky road is not sitting in the pot. Okay, now we can pour them in. Push it all down into the corners. Every last bit. I'm going to grab my spatula in a minute so that I can make sure I get everything. If my teenagers were home, they would be hovering over this. There would be lollies missing, marshmallows missing, and they would have their fingers in this chocolate probably. So no chocolate gets left behind. Every bit is going in here. Spatulas are good because they will press it down, so there's not really any gaps between your marshmallows and your lollies and your peanuts. And there we go, our rocky road is all ready to put in the fridge. Cover this over with a little bit of Glad wrap or something like that. Pop it in the fridge for a few hours, take it out, and then we're going to chop it up. Now just a couple of hours later, this is nicely set. I've taken mine out of the fridge and left it for about half an hour so that it becomes more room temperature, making it much easier to cut with a nice sharp knife. It's looking really good. I'm going to cut this into smaller pieces and then I'm going to put it in some little bags with some tags that I've made. Maybe you have nicer bags or you have little boxes, even little jars with a cork lid, which would look really nice with our homemade rocky road. On the back, I've just got thank you from our family to yours, and I've got the ingredients just in case somebody has an allergy. Everything is there for them. And then with my stapler, I'm just going to secure this little tag on the top so that it looks super cute to take to our barbecue tonight. I can't wait to hear what you're going to add to your chocolate. You can use white chocolate, dark chocolate, and any of your favourite dried fruits or sweets. Please leave me a comment so that I can reply. I can't wait to hear what you're going to do to make your rocky road unique.